I got the new recap again.
Yeah, it was slightly off centre on the stream, but oh well, can't have everything. So yeah, I don't know if Lou wants to expand upon that or not.
No, I think the synopsis was pretty good. I mean, my notes, I think in total for the 3 sessions probably ran to about 12. But no, I think it boils down to we try to move on. Looks like for some weird reason this what turns out to be a pirate captain just kind of liked us and decided to keep us for a while and then just abandon us to the rest of his pirate buddies. And then the rest of them didn't know what to do with us, try to make ourselves useful, thinking, maybe we can ingratiate ourselves with some of these chaps. Turns out that no, they just wanted to throw a party, steal all our stuff, and throw us in jail. So, yeah, that's where we are. Good night out in Barnsley.
Yeah, that's about the long, short, and tall of it. So yeah, it is. Let's unpause that. If I get on my screen. So yeah, it is early that morning. Let's see, it's about 8 a.m. So shortly after you've had this discussion with Shoshan. Let me just check it. I think that's his name. I kept spelling his name wrong. But I believe it's Shoshan. Yeah, I did about 3 or 4 different spellings of it. I think that right. Sholshan, Shishan. But I believe it's Shoshan. I was going to say, it is Shoshan. I'm pretty sure it's Shoshan. So yeah, after this discussion.
That rings a bell to me as well.
I've got it here in front of me. Yeah, it's Shoshan. Or Soshan. Not Shoshan, Soshan. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Soshan.
Station. So yeah, after you had this discussion with Soshan about his escape plans, shortly after that, one of the sailors from the Anchorage rose up in the little rowing boat and shoves a plate of food through the under the gaps through the gaps in the bars. Sort of half falls onto the floor and half stays on the sort of metal plate. And it consists of raw fish.
Well, I suppose me and Kate can't eat, can we? Because we've got those things in our faces.
Not very well, no.
And anyway, the food is not up to the usual standard anymore.
No. As he finished passing it through, and says he nods at you and says, Captain Elock wants to pass on his thanks for defeating Old One Eye. And he
says his thanks, is it?
He laughs and just wrote away out another word. He rows off. Right, so Soshan sets about feeding his two companions who aren't in a very good way before feeding himself. Are you partaking of what's being offered, or you're not going to bother eating?
I suppose you've got a good berry spell left, have you?
Can't cast it. He's got no focus.
I can't now.
Ain't got any.
He needs his focus just like a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
And unless he'd secreted some up his prison pocket.
I did not.
Prison pocket.
I don't think anyone would be eating those anyway.
How would you tell the difference?
Certainly a good berry.
Shape me a good berry. So, what you doing? Are you partaking of the what's been offered or not?
Nope.
No?
It's a no from me.
Well, you two can't. I know you two can't at all anyway. There's water as well, by the way. I did mention that. So at least you might be able to manage to drink some water.
Okay.
You could possibly painfully force a few morsels into your mouth.
Just as a side question, do we need Tamper Monkey anymore?
I believe so, yes. It works with 5e tools. It depends if you use functionality from 5e tools.
Oh, right, okay.
Why?
I don't know if that's causing this issue I'm having with Foundry.
Alright. Well, I ain't got any no issues myself. Why? What's the issue?
It won't display the map. It tells me that my browser doesn't support WebGL.
Alright.
I had that on an old laptop.
Yeah, I had that at one point. I can't remember. There's a fix for it. I can't remember what it is.
It was there when I first logged in, and then it's just all gone black. And then I've reloaded it, and it told me it doesn't support WebGL.
I can't remember what
So
that
I'm
is.
just gonna try again.
Like I say, it did that to me once. There's a solution. I can't think what it is because it was quite a while ago. It might be. It's not secure. Is it something about security settings that browser done?
I ain't got a clue, mate. I never fixed it. I just used a different laptop.
Yeah, right. But yeah, if you Google it, there's like a fix for it. Cause like I say, I had that problem.
I'll Google it while playing then,
Actually.
if it comes back up. Oh no, seems to be working now.
All right.
Yeah, I just had to quit the browser completely and shut it down and then restart. I think it's going to work anyway.
Well, it might be worth googling while you're in between doing stuff. So, are you partaking or not?
No,
No. So you're not going to eat.
no.
If you do not eat today, that will result in a second level of exhaustion.
Shit. What's going on?
I'll eat the raw fish.
So you're already suffering from one level of exhaustion, which you will not be able to get rid of until you're able to rest properly. And you cannot rest properly in here.
Do we have a choice of eating?
You have a choice of eating or not eating.
No, I mean with that device in my mouth.
You can't, like I say, you could. If it was a choice between starving and not, you could force like small morsels into your mouth and swallow them. It will be painful to do, but it's possible.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Like I say, it's painful and it ends up with your mouth, your mouth bleeding, or rather your tongue bleeding.
You know, I guess that shit fish needs flavoring anyway, so.
What did you say there was to eat, Phil?
Sorry?
What did you say there was to eat?
Raw fish.
Just raw fish.
Just raw
Sushi.
fish.
You need to imagine it's sushi.
It's just
Phil, I'll eat some.
There's basically some like whole fish, shoved whole fish into the bars. They've been sort of like cut up a bit, but not much.
Oh, getting a new error now. Says you are using a scene background texture with dimensions 3430px by 2380px. One or both of these dimensions exceeds the maximum texture size of null px
Do you need
supported
that
by your
laptop?
device.
Is it using a laptop?
No, I'm using my PC.
Oh, right. what that is. Is you change resolution of your desktop or something?
No,
No idea.
I've not changed anything.
I get that message all the time, but I just ignore it 'cause I'm on my telly.
Well, it's not displaying anything for me. It's just a black screen again now.
Don't know what to suggest, Kieran, other than like Google it. Like I say, I had something similar happen, but that was ages ago. I couldn't tell you what the solution was.
Display resolution.
So, while Kieran does that, is everybody eating or not? Or is anybody not eating?
Meeting.
Eating? Okay,
Then
rightio. So, well, unless you like raw fish, it's not particularly pleasant to eat. And it doesn't completely sate your hunger, but it's better than not eating at all. So, food out of the way. What are you doing, if anything, during the day?
Is it possible, from that plate? Is that metal plate?
It is a metal plate, yeah.
Okay, so I write it down on the ground, Is it possible to fabricate some kind of sharp object from it, to pick this device on our head? And I'm looking
Not
with,
without some tools to do it now.
you can break it up, bend it against the, the bars or something. No, not possible. We have two strong monks here. Iron fist. Here we go.
Well, that's a thought. I mean, could you use one of the metal spikes taken from the palm bars and like make like a series of small holes along the plate, and then you could like snap it in half, and you've got like two half circles with like a ridge that you could use as a bit of a saw, or you could sharpen it to make it sharper, so you could cut ropes and stuff.
There are stones, around, so you can sharpen it.
Yeah, you could probably do something like you could turn. I suppose you could turn it into a makeshift cutting blade or weapon. But as a weapon, it's probably no more effective than or probably less effective than using the like spike.
I mean, depending how big the spikes are, if there's a spare one, I'd like to start working on sharpening sort of it on a rock quietly. So I've got something to, if I get the opportunity.
So I believe Soshin has managed to get hold of two.
Okay, I motion if I could have one of them, and I start working it on a rock to try and sharpen up some of the edges, or at least make a dirk, something with a nice, something that'll, as what do you call it, a shiv?
Yeah, I suppose a shiv. Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're about the size of a dagger. A dagger. It's got the
Awesome.
Probably about 10 inches long.
Nice. And that's it, really. Just wait for the right time. When was go time for our escape plan?
Well, Soshin suggests that would be after the majority of the campers like gone to sleep. So probably gone midnight. And then there's only the guards to contend with.
When they went in that warehouse, the only one person wear eye patch, or is it going to be everybody that goes in?
Just one person. It says it was always the captain wore an eye patch.
Well, can I check the cave for structural integrity?
You can, for want of anything better to do, I guess. So that will, you know, so you got none of your tools, have you? Obviously.
No.
So that will be at disadvantage then.
Oh, hang on. What are you doing exactly?
I'm pretty sure I've got a feature, something to do with
Stone cunning type thing, whatever
Yeah.
it was for.
stone cutting.
Ivy.
That's exactly what it is. Maybe make an intelligence check relative to the origin of stone. What your position has changed, but with proficiency bonus instead of your normal proficiency. But it's still at disadvantage, but you know it's better than melting it.
Yeah. Go on.
Which that's the game master. It's from. Did you get that, Phil? I didn't
Oh,
see
sorry,
it.
I'm on the wrong screen. No, I didn't get anything there.
Okay, cool. I'll just roll it properly then.
Just got your stone cunning
Yeah.
thing. No, I can't even click on it. That didn't do anything. That's weird.
Where's it gone? No, I can see it. No, everything's disappeared. Oh no, my screen's gone black.
It says something about it being the games master enabling it or something when I've googled it, as well as other solutions.
Well, I've not changed anything at this end. What does it say exactly? Game Master's done what?
I don't know, it was just a headline on the Google search. I've gone onto a Reddit post and it says that you have to go into a setting and disable hardware acceleration and then re-enable it.
Yeah, that's that what it. Yeah, that's on your browser.
It's your side, that's client side.
Yeah, that's what I had to do.
What, in Foundry?
No, it's in
No,
your browser.
you.
You have to do it in your browser. You have to disable hardware acceleration on your browser.
All right, in the settings. Where
Yeah.
do you find that on here?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
There's wrote down now you've mentioned it.
Why
Use
is it?
hardware acceleration when available. Mine go just ticked. I'm gonna relaunch. See if it fixes it for me too.
Yeah, it's just kind of pointless. Anyway. Right. So, did you not make a check?
I didn't. It just did that whole stone cutting thing again.
Yeah, just all I can see is just a little box that
Oh,
says
it's
stone.
okay. I'll make a history check in intelligence.
Yeah.
Once game reloads. Give me a second.
Okay. Is anybody else?
Carry on. I'm gonna say carry on for now.
Was anybody else wanting to do anything?
No, I'm just nibbling at the food.
Passing a very dull, wet and damp day. Oh.
Play rock paper scissors for cash.
That audio.
Nope, still come up with the same error message.
Now I'm getting it as well.
Did you reset your browser?
Yep.
Yeah. Just re-enabled it and see if it works.
Strange that it suddenly started doing that.
Strange it's doing it for both of us.
Mm.
And I've not touched anything at all.
Very odd.
Oh, what's going on with this?
Technical difficulties.
Oh, it's this dogger.
Hmm? So, while they're struggling with that, is there anything that anybody else is wanting to do, or are you just whiling away the hours as best you can?
Whiling away.
Yep. Same with Cade and Luhai?
Yeah. I can't do anything, can I?
No, well. Okay.
I try to rest.
Try
okay?
to rest as best you can. Yeah.
And I'm planning, revenge in my head. Plan A, B, C, D, and the list is long.
Okay.
They all end in fireball.
It starts with a fireball, ends with a fireball, and anything else between.
And how do you fit an fireball in a tiny little orifice so it explodes inside?
Oh no.
So, yeah, so the day goes, trudges slowly past. As the tide, when the tide rises at twice a day, the cave partially floods, leaving you wet and miserable. Around early evening, there's another ration of food is brought for you all. But apart from that, nothing of note really occurs.
Do they give us another plate?
That's a good point. That. No, they asked for the return of the other one, and when they see you've vandalised it, they just dump the food through and take the plate.
How do they take it?
No, they don't take. They don't give it you. I mean, they take it away. Not the one that you vandalised,
Gotcha.
because that would require opening the thing.
Software rendering.
I thought they were going to make the mistake of reaching in to the prison.
No.
They'd be like, okay, you're going to have to chew this arm off before you get away from us, buddy.
One thing of note that does occur is while Tackling is checking around the cave, the one positive thing is he does locate which would be the easiest point, or rather easiest pole logs to remove to allow to make a big enough gap to escape.
Excellent.
Is it worth noting on here?
No, it doesn't really matter which ones it is, unless you want to.
I'm just thinking about exit plan.
Okay,
whether
if
it's
you
swim.
want me to, okay, I'll let you know which is it. I'll tell you which two it is, or which one it is.
Oop.
There's only one. The
Try to
rest
just
will
step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, it's where are we? It's this one.
What's this debris that's in the water?
It's just artwork.
Okay.
How's the browser problem going?
Just trying something.
Mine's fixed.
Yours is fixed.
Mine's not. That's why I'm just trying something.
What did you have to do, Dan?
I just basically reset it. The hardware acceleration wasn't working. So I turned it off and then on again, and now it is. So
Right.
Yeah, I tried that and it didn't fix it. I've just done something else which has, and apparently this is the better fix for it.
Right.
I've just posted it in the chat anyway
yeah,
for anyone that's using Chrome. But I might have spoken too soon. What's it doing? My browser keeps disappearing and the entire screen goes black. And now the map's gone.
You've not installed like a dark theme or anything extension, have you?
Mine's running on a dark theme, yeah, but it's not had any issues before.
Maybe try disabling it. See what happens. I had the same with Disney Plus earlier on. That's the only reason I know to ask.
Oh, how do I change dark theme on this again?
So we've broken out yet?
Not yet, no. Right, so you while away the hours anyway, till it comes.
Can we see the ships from where we're whiling away our hours?
Can you see the ships? You can see. You can see what you can see.
that old chestnut.
It's a little difficult because I don't know if the lights are on or not. So
Let me see. The time is not. So the time will be in a moment. I'm just changing the time, actual time.
I mean, if I draw a straight line from Fafuk to Woods, I'm not moving him. Ah, that's better. Thanks.
Oh, I tell you what I could have done. I've got speak with beasts, haven't I? Speak with animals.
Let me
Could have been
just-
talking to sharks.
You could. What
No.
conversation you'll get?
Are the lights?
Right,
Have you
let
put
me
the lights
just-
on the ships and stuff?
Yeah, let me just check the walls. Just make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. So perception, yeah, perception shouldn't be limited. That's why perception shouldn't be limited by these walls. No.
Do we want to be taking out the guards on the ballista?
Sorry?
Yeah, eventually. But honestly, I don't think they're much of a danger myself.
It's just that they could alert somebody else, couldn't they?
No, they
Well,
couldn't see us from here, as far as I could see. When I was stood over there, we couldn't see into this place.
If,
So I'm guessing that they couldn't see us.
yeah, if you can't see them, they probably can't see you unless you got your eyes
Yeah.
closed.
We didn't know this little cove existed, and I've walked every inch of that island over there. That dock pier.
well, I can see part of the top of the bulge, but it's like a random little section.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
So maybe as they're patrolling and they glance across, but there's no lights in the cell, so we can see them because they've got light, but we don't have
But
any.
we've
So
not. Yeah.
it's just a patch of darkness, really. Perfect.
I mean, they know we're here, obviously, or we can presume that they know we're here. It's just we didn't know this existed. That's why we weren't looking for it.
These tokens have got dim vision on them again, haven't they?
Can Choltians see in the dark? Do we know?
No. No, just normal here, just humans. Mind you, it's not an underground down, so you can see. That's why I've got a problem with highlights. So yeah, it's sometime after midnight, and Soshin checks to see if everybody's ready to go. And wants to go over everything to make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
I suppose. I suppose Obol can't carry us when he shadow steps.
No.
No,
So-
I've got to go by myself with what I'm carrying.
So I assume you're going to like get a rope or something, tie it, and then shadow step back, and then we let ourselves to the warehouse or something.
I don't think I can carry the rope when I'm shadow stepping, can I?
We could probably toss it to us, like swing it
Yeah.
across, catch it. May need a couple if these few of these guys are quite weak.
I probably need to take out the lights in the cavern.
Right, Soshin reminds you again, don't do anything that might alert the guards. So taking out the lights might not be a good idea because they might notice the lights are out, and even.
But when by tossing the rope over, though, I'm going to stand in full view of everyone.
Yeah, but it's dark.
Not when there's lights behind me, outlining me.
Well, you'll just have to time it. If they see one of the lights is out, then that'll definitely more than likely bring them over, even if it's just to check.
We could do that. Get them to come over, play dead, let them come in and bray him. But anyway, if we've got a plan, we'll stick to plan.
Me shadow step over, look
Okay.
for a rope,
Okay.
and then
So
throw it
you're doing,
across.
you're doing that before like the poles have been removed, or you're doing that after the poles have been removed?
Well, I can go and find a rope while the pole's being removed,
Yeah,
can't I?
yeah, you can. That's
Yeah.
like I said, this is why I'm asking.
Divide and conquer.
Okay.
It's working again.
Okay. So is
Finally.
any preparation? Oh, excellent. Any preparations you're doing before you shadow step over?
Oh, I spoke too soon. I've got no access to Foundry.
Oh dear.
I don't know what's going on with this. It fixes it, and then as soon as I do something, it just flashes black and it's gone again.
Right in an incognito tab.
I wonder if it's something to do with graphics card itself. Where's me? Oh, where's all my software come from my graphics card? I'll have to carry on for now. I'm just going to download an update for me graphics card, see if that helps it. So I'll have to shadow step to where I did before with my eye patch on, and then drop down into the warehouse.
Okay. Right. Okay. So so yeah, shadow stopper. So yeah, are you making any special preparations before you do that?
Well, there's no preparation to come back. I've got no tools or anything
Eye patch.
other than my eye patch.
Radio. Let's just wanted to make sure. Okay, so you don the eye patch and shadow step across and clamber over the palisade into the warehouse.
The rest of us start working on the piles.
Okay.
Piles?
Yeah, I'm not going to make any comments about grapes.
Posts.
Okay, so Obol's inside the warehouse. What's he doing?
I have to have make sure I've got my eye patch on, and then have a wander around, see if I can find a rope anywhere, or a couple of ropes at least.
Yeah, you find a rope. You find a rope or two by the crane.
I'll go back to the bit of the palisade then, where I can try and throw it over to the people in the cave.
Okay, are you going to wait until they've removed the poles before you do that, or?
Yeah.
Well, you can well, you're retaining one end, aren't you? And you're swinging the other end across to us to catch. So
Yeah, just meaning.
But I think it's like 10 or 15 feet across, isn't it?
It's about 20 foot. It's just over 20 foot, in fact.
Yeah, but
We're just climbing to the palisade level, aren't we? We're not literally going in.
well, no, we want to get into the warehouse.
We can't, or can we?
Well, we can if we climb the rope and get into the warehouse. Wasn't that the plan? Sorry, I may have misunderstood something.
Yeah, no,
Wasn't
that
the
was
plan
yeah, that was Soshin's plan. Yeah.
Yeah, get into the warehouse because we want to find as much equipment as we can to equip ourselves. for the
As
next
long
But
as,
only
as long as there's a captain with an eye patch, we should be okay.
correct.
as we were asking before, can the other people go in?
Yes.
Yeah.
That hasn't got an eye patch.
Yeah, Soshin said he's seen them like being accompanied by some. They're always accompanied by a captain with an eye patch.
Right. That's why I was getting it earlier.
Right. So you're going to wait until they've removed the poles, and yes.
Yeah.
Okay, right. It takes some work, but with Tackling's help, it's easier than it would have been. So it only takes about 20 minutes or so. Once the first one's out, the second one's easier to move, and you only have to move the bottom end of it just so you can push it slightly to one side.
Let's not dispose of these big poles either in case we need them.
In fact, it's 30 feet to there, almost, because it's from.
I don't know. I can't see.
Let's see, because it's from here to here.
So I mean,
30,
once
30 feet.
Yeah.
So I mean, once we've got the rope, we can tie it. We can sort of tie it to a couple of the poles, not just one. We don't want one going ping and all of us ending up in the drink or something. And then, I suppose what order do we want to go across? I suppose we're using the
Well,
rope and
If
the
I've got
side
a couple of
thing.
ropes, why don't I just throw both ends across, and then you can tie to two poles and use it like a simple rope bridge.
Nice, that's a good idea. Right, what order are we going over?
I'm just going to do a restart for this driver installation, see if it fixes it. It'll just be a few minutes.
I think everybody's going to be asleep, so order shouldn't really matter. But I mean, if you want to correct me on that, that's fine.
I was just thinking the prisoners are very weak.
Yeah.
I mean, do we want to leave
So
them
they're
there?
not. So Soshin says no. They're not. You're gonna have to come back for them. They're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
There's no way they'll be
Yeah,
able to
that
do
makes
that.
sense.
So you're gonna have to come back over for them either with the probably with the rowboat rather than the
Yeah.
rather
Okay.
than the like sloop.
Makes sense.
Is Soshin
That's
capable?
going to be. So he's not in a brilliant. He's not in a good way, but he's not. He's about. He's about as capable as yourselves. In that
Right,
he's got one level of exhaustion, but his health isn't as good as yours. So he says obviously the hardest bit is going to be getting the sloop and getting the rowboat and using the rowboat to rescue his two countrymen.
Okay. Well, we can always come back for them. Is my opinion.
He says we don't
Whether
leave
with-
without them.
Yeah, with the rowboat or the sloop. But
You're going to be sailing the ship.
I think one of the most important things is getting these cages off Caden for Folk.
He says well without my two fellows, there's no sailing the ship either, like your friend just
Well,
says.
Without my two fellows, we're not getting off this rock. I think we need to get this cage off them before we
Says
even think about trying to escape.
being able to sail the ship is far more important than these two being able to talk. We can still get away with whether they can talk or not.
Fair enough.
Once we're out of the some distance away, we can work on that, and there'll probably be things on board the ship that we can use to do that.
Cade is nodding.
Okay, so Obald will have to can make a throw check which is a disadvantage because it's considered long range over 20 feet. If you're back with us.
No, not yet. They could probably make as many attempts as it needs because.
Yeah.
I've just seen him drop in Foundry. He's not joined us here yet, has he?
He's not in Discord yet, no.
Speak of the devil.
Just had to do a restart after that driver update. It looks like it's fixed it.
Cool.
Awesome.
Bit bizarre that, but very well. I haven't updated the driver for months.
Right. Okay, so I need a disadvantage throw check from yourself to see if you can toss the rope across.
Ooh, character sheet.
So it's going to be.
So what's that going to be? Just a dex?
Yeah, it'll be a dex. You're not proficient with improvised weapons.
Trying to think if there's anything I can attach to it. No. Okay. So basically an ability check then with disadvantage. Let's see how today starts off.
Not good.
Awesome.
Okay, first attempt fails.
Absolutely awesome.
I'll be back.
Second attempt,
Better.
13.
Oh, well, mate, that might do it. That might do it. Yes, I'm going to say that does it. Yep, 13's good enough.
Is that's just for one though, isn't it? Because I'm going to get the second one across as well.
Yeah, that's just for one. I mean, one's actually is long enough.
Yeah, we're just trying to think it would make it easier if I had two, because I could use like an improvised rope bridge to use both ropes.
You could. I don't think it'd improve your chances much.
Alright, because I thought it might make it just less difficult.
It's a pretty easy, yeah, should be pretty easy that anyway.
Okay.
I think you had problem before because the rope just actually gave way, didn't it?
I don't know. I've not done anything around here with the rope yet.
Right.
Oh, you need to move me into the warehouse as well, by the way.
Oh yes, I do. Good point. Can't really see you. It's really dark on my screen as well. That's you. No, that's a ruler.
There we go.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so you've now got a rope across from here to here.
Does it need tying off at the top of the palisade?
Yes, it will need tying off.
Oh, joy. What's this going to be? What check for that?
That will be a intelligence check.
Oh, hang on. How long is the rope?
50 foot.
Going
with a standard coil of rope size.
So it's about 25 foot down there, isn't it, to them? 25, 30 foot.
Yeah, about 30 foot, I would say. So you've got 20 foot of rope to play with.
No, it's not going to go far enough. Damn it.
Who's tying the rope at the cell end?
I mean, I can do it if
What check? What check is a dex
It's
check?
it's an intelligence. check.
Intelligence.
Okay.
Oh,
Aid.
then it must be me. Okay, I try to do that.
Can I
Surprisingly,
assist?
no.
What I want to do, Phil, if I can, is can I loop it around the like 3 posts that make up that corner? Is there room to like loop it in and out, or in and around
Yeah,
the
yeah, you could do,
palisade
yeah, you
post?
could do that across the top of it. Yeah.
I'll
What-
do that a couple of times and then tie it off in a knot,
Okay.
hopefully to give it more chance to stay
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Sorry, do I have to roll this in this blind thing or open or what?
It
what's
doesn't really
different?
matter.
Okay, so I can change it. Alright, cool. No worries. I can't see what I rolled, so you have to tell me what happened.
All good.
Oh, mine's a 10.
Very good. Okay. Right. So now what? So you've got a rope across. You've got a big enough gap in the poles to get out.
I'll start hunting around for where our gear is.
Okay.
Try and keep
there's
as low as
lots-
possible, obviously.
Yeah. There's lots of crates, barrels, chests, sacks. Is there anything you're doing to try and narrow your search down, or
Well, anything that looks like our backpacks.
no? There's nothing that looks like a backpack.
Well, I'll have to do it the long way then and start from the nearest thing and start searching through things. Just open it up and look at see if anything looks familiar to begin with.
Okay.
Try and do a quick search.
can we start
Okay.
making
Close.
our way across?
Would it be closest to the door? The new stuff.
Oh, that's a point. I'll have a look for stuff that looks less dusty as well.
Okay. Rightio. What were Tackling saying? Sorry.
Can we start making his way across?
You can if you make a climb check, one at a time.
Climb being strength or dex?
Being strength, it's athletics, isn't it? Sorry,
It's athletics.
Yeah, I keep slipping back into 3rd edition. Oh my word,
No.
that is a 4 all. Right, so tackling.
Hang on. Is he near to me?
Well, he is. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
So
can
please roll again.
What
Lucky.
a start.
Yeah. It's the old nemesis again, the climber. Oh, there we go.
Oh, gone the other end this time.
Right.
Okay.
It's just jumped up and run across it like a ballerina.
Okay, so it's going to take you 2 climb checks, isn't it? Because your movement is reduced by half, and it's 30. So yeah, it's going to take you 2 checks, isn't it, to get across?
Even with nat 20.
Even with that 20, you didn't suddenly like speed up, double your speed. No.
Magic. Who would have thunk it?
You run across it, half of it with cat-like reflexes. Now it's
And
time to see if you turn into a sloth.
stop. Dead. Athletics normal.
Okay, right, that's fine. Right, you managed to pull your way, shimmy your way across the rope, and pull yourself up and over the palisade on the far side.
You move me over them though.
I can indeed.
I will assist Kobold, however he's looking.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this? Do I get attacked by swords?
You don't.
Okay, cool.
I suggest you start near the door
Mhm.
and just look for stuff that looks like it's not been disturbed or has been disturbed recently, and ignore the stuff that looks like it's been not disturbed for a while.
Okay, who's next?
Me to go?
Yep.
Yep.
Sosham were about to go, but he lets you go first. Let's give this guy some
Athletics.
Yep, athletics.
Is it disadvantage?
It
No.
is disadvantage, yes.
Is it?
Oh,
It is, yeah, because you got a level of exhaustion. Have you not been doing it?
Nope.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Right,
Do
we'll have
another
to
one
let you
for you.
off for that.
No, I'll let you do another one if you want. Play again.
Okay, right. So
I did get that 21st though.
you did. That would have been your disadvantage, but it made you roll
Would have been his
again.
12.
Yeah. So yeah, so you got partway across up to now, I think. So yeah, you need another. Just give us another roll. Not going to backtrack it that much. There we go. That'll do. Okay, so Luhai, you start trying to shimmy across, but you don't gain any ground. So you've not gone anywhere as yet. You're on the rope, but you've not gone anywhere. Okay, same again. It's that old nemesis. Climbing and ropes. Okay, that's better. Right, so you make it halfway across. And
Ooh,
all the way
say
across.
roll again.
Yeah,
2 identical rolls, one after the other,
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So you
twice.
so you make it across and scramble up and over. I can't see your character. Is this your character? Yeah, that's your character. So let's chuck you over here.
Is your strength 18? It's +4.
Lee.
Isn't that with your gauntlets though?
He ain't got his
Am I-
gauntlets, is he?
Oh, sorry, I was just misremembering. Isn't your natural strength like 16 or something?
No, it's 12. It's proficient.
+1 then.
Proficient
Oh,
with
of
strength.
course, you've got your monks of strength as a proficiency thingy thing. Okay.
Rightio. So so without waiting to be asked, Shoshan sets off climbing across. Let's give a few rolls.
Falls in, gets eaten by sharks.
Right. So yeah, he despite his condition, his deteriorated condition, he managed to shimmy across.
I like to go next. I mean, I'm clutching the rope.
Okay.
I can't say I'm coming. Athletics, yeah?
Yep.
With disadvantage. Poor kid.
Yep.
Once, twice.
Okay. Right. Dear. Right. So you can make a dex check at disadvantage to try and grab the rope before you tumble off.
Okay, I like to do my divination roll of 19 for that.
Okay.
So it's gonna be
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That's okay.
22.
Yeah, that's fine. Then.
And after this, I'm climbing back to where I came from, and I'm shaking my head. This is not gonna end up well for me, you know.
Okay,
And
so yeah.
I indicate I like to have an extra rope around my waist, and you can pull me across or something.
So yeah, so Kid starts climbing across, almost slips and almost falls. Just miraculously manages to grab hold of the rope before he plummets into the sea, and then quickly scrambles back into the cell.
And I'm shaking my head and showing the rope. Actually, I write
No,
it
it's-
on the floor. You know, I can't do this.
We
Nobody
could
can
always
see
pick
that.
him up with the
It's
with
too
the other
dark.
ones.
Sorry, what did you say, Phil?
Nobody can see you scratch on the floor. It's too dark.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I forgot that.
Well, no, everyone's got dark vision except
Except you
me
two.
and Cade
Yeah.
and Lazai.
Yeah.
And
But the
Soshin and the
guys
other two.
But you guys are already searching, so
Yeah.
I
And
suppose
even
we
dark
wait
vision
then.
won't allow you to see somebody scratching on the floor. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, they would see that he's trying to do something, but
Yes.
you can't see what it is. Yeah.
No.
So listen, I put my hand on the rope and I shake my head, and I indicate that I cannot do this, and I show you my massive arms, which are tiny like.
Well, there are two ropes here now, aren't there?
No.
Oh, we've just got the one.
Yes.
Just in the one, because it won't going to make it any easier.
Even if you tie it around
Yeah,
my
yeah, but
waist and pull.
that's hindsight now. So, Fafuk will wait with Cade.
Okay.
Fafuk can't swim, so he's not even going to risk it.
Yes, so no water breathing now, is there?
No.
No. Okay.
We would die from this. You fall in, done.
Right. So let's get that so everybody can see that. That's better. Right. So right. Soshin goes over to. Trying to move stuff on the wrong screen there. Soshin goes over to where the crane is and keeps a lookout. Keep an eye on the guards while the rest of you search for useful things. So, what are you looking for? Like I say, you're going to find. There's also things in here. Are you just going to ignore everything, unless it's your own equipment, or are you going to like prioritize certain things?
I prioritise my equipment,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
parties equipment.
So, if it's not your equipment, regardless of what it is, you're just going to disregard it.
No, I'm going to pile up any weapons I find, or anything that looks potentially like it could be useful. Any rings, amulets, anything like that.
I can use any.
I'll pile separately from anything that I think's our equipment, so that I can move. So I've got a different pile for other stuff that might still be useful to us.
Okay.
Druids can use anything, kind of druidy, foresty, magicy as a focus. So if I can't find my stuff, if there's anything else that even resembles like mistletoe or a wand or anything, then I'll take it.
And about an acorn.
An acorn? Yeah, that'll do.
I've got a magical acorn when we find it.
Please don't tell me it's in your pants.
Nope. Got a silver acorn. But we'll need to find it first.
Right. Okay. So yeah, so you're not really prioritizing general stuff. You're basically looking for your own stuff and disregarding pretty much anything else unless it's a weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that what you're
weapons
saying?
or jewelry.
Weapons or random jewelry.
Yeah.
If I know it's group's equipment, I'll take it out.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. If it's not group's equipment, you're just going to disregard it.
Well, I mean,
Unless
assuming we've discussed this before the guys went over into the warehouse. I mean, scratching. I assume at some point during the very idle day we've spent just waiting for night to come, we'd have scratched a shopping list into the floor
Well,
itself.
well, apparently not, because this is one of the
Well,
things I was suggesting.
what I was doing
Well, not
anyway, Phil,
suggesting,
is
but,
like I said, I'm
Fair enough.
gonna anything that I find that's not ours, I'm just gonna that I find that I think's gonna be useful, whether it's weapons or
you have to
rings,
so you
brooches, etc. Then I'm gonna put in a separate pile.
So
Our equipment, I'll make sure is in a
Yeah.
separate pile to the other stuff.
So if you see a weapon or a random piece of jewellery, you're going to put that to one side, and obviously anything that you recognise as the group's equipment, you're obviously going to put to one side.
Yeah. Or if for some reason we came across spell books, I doubt it, but if we came across those, I'd put those in the other pile as well.
Okay. Rightio then. So you can, the three of you can roll a percentage each.
Percentage.
A percentage. as you go about, you find so most things are sealed. The crates are nailed shut and what have you, so you have to. But there's crowbars and things about hammers and crowbars that you can use to open stuff up.
Yeah, we'll try and make sure that if we soften anything that we use, if we have to hit it with a hammer,
No, well,
wrap it in a piece of cloth or
yeah.
whatever.
It'd be more a case of using like a claw hammer just to prise to foam. Do I need a check? Oh, there we go. Okay. Right. So let's see.
I thought our rolls were.
You what? Sorry.
You've only done 2d10, Lee.
Oh yeah. That's 2d10, not a percentage. Lee.
Oh,
It's the very last one, just above
that
where it
were-
says roll.
D100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you searched around for about 10 minutes and I found nothing useful so far. It's like there's silks, ornaments made from various either kept for the artistic value as in monetary value because they're artistic content, or for the materials that they're made from, but you've not found anything practical as of yet. So Soshan looked around and says, look, we need anything that we can, like any armor, anything. Don't waste too much time, especially if there's some supplies, some even like some preserved food or some or rain catch or anything like that.
We've not found anything like that yet.
Right, go on, keep going. Like I say, every attempt is going to take you like 5-10 minutes.
Wow. 100?
You like me now?
Wow.
Go on, keep going.
Techland's like, this box smells like it's filled with goodies.
Keep going. Bullshit.
Okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Lu Hai comes across a crate that, amongst other things, has got most of Obol's equipment stuffed into it.
Let him know then.
Most
What a
of.
loincloth.
Let's see what is stuffed into it. So let's just see. Where's your equipment list? Your character sheet's weird compared to everybody else's.
What, mine?
Yeah, it looks radically different to everybody else's. Right, so there is a small chance that some stuff isn't there.
Right. What am I having to roll for then?
So you just roll me a percentage and I'll tell you if something's missing. Okay, so your spear's there.
In a crate. How big is this fucking crate?
Beer size.
Well, it's not necessarily just found it in one place. It's all.
Oh, the spear's not a full length spear either. It's not the one that has reach. Am I rolling again then?
Yep, yeah, keep going until I tell you otherwise. Okay, crossbow bolts are small hole, which I presume is your small hole pokers. Go on, next.
Oh, there, me darts.
All right, the darts are then. Okay, your crossbow's there. And your ring of protection is there.
Oh, thank God.
Your healer's kit is there. Your rations are there. An empty water skin is there. some more skin. So your crossbow bolts. The crossbow bolts are there. And the crossbow itself.
Yeah, you already said the crossbow.
All right, yeah, normal crossbow bolts. Sorry. So both sets of crossbow bolts. Okay, so potion of healing is missing,
Oh, you bastards.
as is the greater healing potion.
Oh, bastards. Absolute bastards.
No, keep going.
Hang on, I'm just deleting them off. With rage.
Are you a barbarian too?
I'm about to turn into one.
We're all barbarian.
Okay, your herbalism kit is present. Okay,
Phew.
so your venom cleanse tea is not present, but that's probably wasted by that time anyway.
Well, they're just ingredients.
All right, so
Them
yeah,
containers, in
right.
fact, that Woodbine poultice isn't there actually because they were given out.
Okay, so the venom cleanse tea is gone. The ingredients for that is gone. Go on next.
Well, up there. Right.
Okay, your backpack's there. And the wound bind poultice ingredients are there, as is the cases for your crossbow bolts. Go on, next. So the ring of the Fey Queen is there. Your venom cleanse tea is there.
Yeah, we've already done that, so that was just ingredients.
Oh, right, okay. So that'd be mess kit then. Your grappling hook is there. Your bedroll is there. Any valuables like coins, obvious valuables like coins and gems are not there.
I've got 2 items which aren't on here on the equipment list, which
Okay.
is that silver acorn,
Yeah.
and there's a wooden ring and feathers.
Okay, so make a roll for each of them then. Which one you rolling for first?
Silver acorn.
That's gone.
So silver acorn were 55.
Oh,
Wooden
sorry.
ring and feathers were 9.
That's gone.
So the wooden ring and feathers is
Yeah,
gone.
surprisingly, the silver acorn is still there. It's tucked. Somehow ended up tucked in the bottom corner of your mist in the bottom of your backpack.
Right. So
But like I say, any obvious valuables other than that, like coins and gems, are definitely gone.
motherfuckers, they've robbed me of my money.
Okay,
I
so
had a decent haul of money on there as well.
you're gonna keep searching. You two keep searching
Yeah.
while Obol's going through his stuff.
I'll arm myself up with what I've got,
Yeah.
and then
So yeah, these
obviously
two.
help them out.
Yeah, these two can make a check or two while you're sorting through your stuff anyway.
So where is?
Okay, no, nothing. Keep going. Oh no. Luhai. Okay, right, Luhai finds something again. This time it belongs to Cade. So let's see what remains of Cade's belongings.
Okay, can I go through the D&D Beyond character sheet and I tell you everything what I have there? Is that okay with you? Or can you see that or
I
how
can
does
see
it
it.
work?
Yeah. I presume the character sheets. Well, I'll go through stuff, and if there's something other than on here, then
Okay, sure.
Okay, so we've got is Cage dagger there? Can you roll? Can Cade roll a percentage?
Okay.
Okay, your dagger's present. Light crossbow.
Okay. Rolling.
Okay, no problem. Whip. That's still there. Clockwork amulet. That's also untouched. Your clothes you got on. Candle. That's going to be there. I'm not going to bother. Component
Where the
pouch.
anchor?
You what? Sorry, Lee?
The anchor.
Got that yet? Component pouch has not been touched. Disguise kit. Okay, that's not been touched either. Backpack, that's probably not been touched. The wound-bind poultice dose, that'll have spoiled by now anyway.
Okay, so I removed that. Yeah, sure.
Bedroll, go on, see if there's bedroll. Could have used that percentage.
Do you want me to roll for bedroll?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's something they could have used.
Yeah, sure.
Right,
Just
that's still,
go.
but they've not taken that. So Ring of the Fey Queen, see if that's still managed to escape their attention. That has not. It's gone.
So what is this, please? What is it
The
called?
the Ring of the Fey Queen.
What allowed us passage through the Feylands.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
Okay,
useful.
fine.
It's useless to anybody else, like, because they can't use it. And then I've got 2 spell books.
I have 4 of them.
Okay, so I'll roll for 4 of those then. Okay.
Okay, 1. That's my main spell book.
That's fine. That's untouched.
Okay, and I have the 3 empty ones. Remember what I found?
Yep. Go with them.
We found in that.
That's fine. One of
Palace
them's
thing.
fine. That's also fine. And that's also fine.
I bet you were shitting yourself then, weren't you?
Listen, that spell book, the first one is like 5,000 GP to replace, and I'm crippled without it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is that everything?
No, I have still items which are not on your...
Okay, go on then.
So I have a spare scroll which is called Secret Chest.
Yep. Go on then.
So I'm rolling for that one.
Okay, right. For some reason they haven't checked your stuff very much. So no, they've left that.
Okay, I have the pouch of holding, inside of it the immovable rod. Do I need to roll separate or just one roll for them?
I would just one roll first and see what happens.
Okay, sure.
Right. So against all the odds, they've missed that.
Okay, I have another ring. It's called Ring of Mind Shielding.
Okay. Oh yeah, this one was given to you by. Yeah, they missed that. Overlooked that as well. They've obviously not been got round to checking your stuff yet.
I had that diamond, the part is diamond, which is like 5,500 GP. What do I do with that? Is
That's
that gone or?
It's gone.
Oh,
Sorry,
nice.
what did you say?
I thought you put the diamonds in the jewels in the pouch you're holding.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they were inside the...
All right. No, if they're inside there, they've not.
Because there were the moonstone and the diamond, weren't there?
If they're inside that pouch, then you haven't found them. Because if they'd have found them, they would have taken the job lot.
Yeah, then this is why I'm planning to keep it elsewhere from now onward.
Yeah. So if they'd realised what the pouch was, then everything in the pouch would have gone.
Okay, so I guess I have that. I have the potion of healing.
Okay, go on then. Okay, that's gone.
That's gone. Okay, yeah, sure. Let me remove it. Potion of healing. Remove. Yeah, okay. And I have something called Ring of a Trickster.
All right. Yeah,
I've
I'd
still
throw
got
that away.
I can't believe you
Wow.
still got one of them.
So do you want me to roll for it, or have I thrown it away, or is it stolen,
No.
or what?
No, roll for it.
Roll for it.
Roll for
Roll
it.
for it.
Okay.
Yeah, my advice
Boom.
would be to throw it away, though.
And then it always
That
comes
saved
back.
your ass, that ring.
Yeah, so you still got that. So yeah, they've barely touched. Is that everything then?
No, let me 1 sec. I had a water skin. That's, I guess, it's not.
Yeah, that's yeah. So it'll be
Okay,
an
yes,
empty water skin.
we
Yeah.
went through crossbow, compound, clothes, clockwork, and backpack. Yes, everything else is we went
Okay,
through.
right. Yeah. So they obviously haven't been had the time to
Very
check through.
particular.
Right. So you can continue checking.
Do you want me to start rolling
Yeah,
as
you
well
can
this
start
time?
rolling as well. Yeah, yeah.
We get a silk sheet film for all this stuff in it.
What? Sorry.
We get one of them silk sheets and put all this stuff in it,
You could find something to like bundle it all up in, I suppose. Yeah.
and tie it to end at rope and dangle it down.
Yeah. Do you want to finish searching first, or?
I want to get his equipment to him.
Oh, to Cade.
It's going to be useless to him, though, isn't it? Without
Yeah, you can't.
without
use
him
it.
actually being able to say anything or do anything with spells, etc.
I mean, I can't say anything.
Well,
Okay,
Cade
I'm
can't
not
say
saying
anything anyway. He can't comment on it.
Feel
No, he's
Also,
not
it's,
coming
Yeah,
up
even
here
though-
anyway.
You don't even know they've found your stuff.
I know. That's for as a player, I cannot say anything. You know? Shit.
so you can, probably risking dropping his spell books in the water isn't the best.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Well, he's not coming up here though, is he?
No. Well, you're gonna have to get over to him eventually anyway.
Yeah, he's going to come across eventually, because otherwise he's just going to sit there doing nothing.
You have to pick him up in the rowboat with the others.
What about this crane? How far does that go? See with that.
I think they might notice if the crane starts moving.
Yeah,
Oddly enough.
just find everyone's stuff first while the others are still trying to come across.
Right. Anyway, so tackling finds somebody else's stuff. Let's see, whose is this time? And this is he finds his own stuff.
Ooh.
So tackling. Let's see. Make sure. So let's quickly check. Make sure there's nothing missing.
The next round is called Tears of a Barbarian.
Okay. So
So,
percentage, please.
what for everything?
Yeah,
In
give me a
my
percentage.
inventory.
Just give me a pen. Just give me
I think it's
a
called
percentage.
Barbarian blows everyone's cover by rage screaming when his stuff is stolen.
Listen, Phil. No, nothing. Actually, I could do that. Can I? I mean, I can't talk, but indicate. I mean, you can't see it either.
No one's looking at us. It's just
Yeah,
you
I
and
know,
me
I know.
looking at each other.
I want to indicate to you, like, key motion.
Hungry eyes.
Key, click, and pointing to this device on my head. I don't know how you can get the message across to them. Or
I think
Okay.
they know they need to get these things off us.
Right. So tackling, your totem is there.
I'm banging my head against the wall. Yeah.
So
I tell him,
is
shh, you don't want to
not-
attract attention.
Is not there.
Yeah, you are right.
So
Sorry.
your javelins are there. Your short sword is there. Your shield is there.
God, you're rolling some good rolls.
Why? Why did you say anything? Why?
Yeah, you should just kept quiet, because now you're gonna
Ooh,
lose some
your
gear.
helm of languages is there.
Like being in a call center and saying that it's a bit quiet on calls today.
Quiet in here, isn't it? Yeah.
Torches are there, or a torch. Your rations are there. What's left of your rations? Your empty water skin is there. Your
You're
crowbar
not allowed to
is
say
there.
quiet at work where I am.
Your flask of holy water is there. Your healing kit is there. Your component pouch is there.
Holy shit,
Your
man.
mason's tools are there. Your herbalism kit's there. Your
Oh,
backpack's
there's a
there.
13.
Your ring of the Fae is there. Bedroll. Oh, 13. What was that on?
I don't know, and that's a
Oh
9.
no, that was backpack. Yeah. 9. So your bedroll's gone.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
You
Turn
were
the place down.
cleaning those flea pits in the officers' mess.
Go on, keep going. Your mess kit's there. Your
What?
One.
tinderbox is gone.
Devastating.
Bag of sand, still there. Steel mirror, still there.
Tacklin's gonna keep his bag of fucking sand, and I'm gonna lose all my shit.
Oil flask, still there. Grappling hook, still there.
Hey, who had the bottles of Greek fire?
I had them. Oh yeah, there were them to roll for as
Oh
well,
yeah, we'll
Phil.
have to roll
Sorry.
for them. Yeah, gaming set's still there.
I'll just do one roll. Dan, just for me Greek fire stuff.
Okay, they're still there.
Nice.
Ink pen is gone.
Burn it to the
Oh,
ground.
document this.
I don't think there was anything else that I
Your
had.
bottle of ink is still there. And finally, your sheet of paper is still there.
So bedroll.
Bedroll and pen missing. That's it, was it?
Yep,
Who had that anchor token?
not me.
I don't know.
Not me.
I already asked that.
Don't know.
I think I had that.
Okay,
No?
then you better make a roll on that then.
Yeah, I'm doing it. So
So, oh, well, that's all right. Yeah, we already said that.
okay.
Okay, right. Well,
Nice.
that's.
Do I have a duplicate, a second copy?
So yeah, they've overlooked that as well. So yeah, it looks like they really
Totally.
haven't checked any of your stuff at all. They've just seized it, which is pretty lucky.
They were too drunk from the party.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. Okay, and finally, give us a searchers. Give it another roll.
Phil, can I cast detect magic as a ritual, please?
You can, but you'll be making noise.
Why?
It's got verbal components.
You have to talk.
All right then. Yeah, I'll skip it.
Okay, right. So you quickly find Fafouk's belongings.
An empty fucking sack.
So let's see.
How
good
do I
roll's
roll
gonna-
is it the double little dice on the end?
It is.
Yeah, the last one above
The,
the
Yeah.
roll.
yeah. Give us a roll.
How many do you want?
Till I say stop. Okay, so your rapier's there.
The tears of a pious bard.
Oh wow, your dagger with the Smurf horn handle is gone.
Oh, I love that thing. I'm gonna have to hunt down a blue fucking invisible monster to make another one. Fuck.
Okay, your other dagger's there.
Yeah, whoop-de-doo.
Well. Okay, wow, have a look at your armor is still there.
That's nice.
And shield is still there.
Nice.
Rations are still there.
Oh, nice.
Healer's kit's still there. Okay, all the potions of healing have gone. Oh no, roll again. Sorry, not all. Okay, so one's gone, and the last one.
It's a vitality potion.
Yeah, there's another healing potion here.
Sorry, say again.
Go on, just keep rolling. I'll tell you.
Oh, right.
Okay, so you got 1 healing potions missing. You got 2 left according to the character sheet. Anyway.
Yeah, I always carry 3 healing potions and 1 vitality,
Yeah.
which I found in like Vandalin or something crazy.
Yeah. So you got you lost a healing potion. The vitality potion's still there. Keep going.
Whee! Sorry, I'm just quickly taking notes.
Disguise kit's there.
So what?
Disguise kit is there.
Oh,
Important one. Thieves' tools are still there.
sorry, they shouldn't be there because I broke them.
All right. In that
I mean,
case,
do you want that roll? Sorry.
no, I'll just transfer it to the next thing. So, other important one, your holy symbol's still there.
Whee! Now, if only I can survive climbing into the warehouse, it'll all be tickety-boo.
Okay, so your loot is there.
My loot. Oh, loot. I was like, loot? They left all my gold and gems? Oh, yeah, fuck. That loot.
And the lair is there. And the ring of the Fae Queen is there. But the 500 gold piece diamond is gone, along with any coins.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, that's all my stuff. I lost everything anyway earlier, so...
Oh, yeah, you
Ciao.
lost a lot of stuff anyway, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Last time I fell into the fucking water.
Okay. Right.
Whew.
So... Right, once you're done, Soshin quickly has a scavenge around and picks and gathers some bits and pieces together for himself. Says, "Come on, we need to move. We've wasted a lot of time already."
My stuff, Phil.
As if, sorry,
About my stuff.
you found your stuff, didn't you?
No.
Oh right.
No.
Okay. Sorry. Go on.
Well,
Then.
did my roll find his stuff?
Yeah. Your
'Cause
roll
he-
for it. Yeah. That's what I
Because
said. Yeah.
I rolled an 11, he
Yeah,
rolled a
yeah,
2, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. We need to roll through your stuff. I forgot you did find your stuff. That's what I was thinking. Go on, Ellie. Percentages, quick as you like. Okay, 18. So your short sword's there. Your quarterstaff is there. Your rations are gone.
Ah!
Your water scene's surprisingly gone. Must like healing potion, great healing potion's still there. Rope has gone.
In these low rolls. Wow.
Mess kit's still there.
Probably using one of your ropes to escape the prison.
Tinderbox is there. Torches are there. Healing kit's still there. Backpack's still there. That poultice is still there, but that's probably dead anyway.
Are you deleting them off at sheet, Phil?
No, I'm not deleting them off now. I could have done if you'd asked though. Your ring of the Fae Queen is gone. I'll delete it. Delete. Poultice dead. Ring of Protection is still there.
Put that straight on.
Righto. And finally, Ring of Luck is gone.
On. Shit.
That Ring of the Trickster.
Yeah.
Cursed Ring of the Trickster.
It's my gauntlets and all, Phil. I ain't put it down on
Yeah,
sheet.
go on, roll for them then.
Oh no, please.
Oh, they're gone.
Legs.
They're gone. Rations.
Can't even Hulk out now.
Rations. things lands your sheet back like it used to do.
Bull shaking action.
Yeah, table shaking.
Rub, 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 rub. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, Lou High probably lost the most stuff. Right. So yeah, like I say, so Shoshan quickly gathers some stuff together, and as if to draw a line under his urgency, the door to the warehouse rattles as if somebody's testing the door.
Need to move out last, Kieran.
Well, we need to move out last.
Or you need to move last.
Oh, okay.
So that chapel get activated, won't it?
Yeah.
Mm.
Is there any way I can bar this door with anything nearby, Phil?
No.
Like a crate or something I could just stick in front of the door? Just to
you
buy us a couple of
could.
seconds?
The door's not open. It's as if they've like rattled it just to check it was locked.
Oh, okay.
Right.
And then you can hear somebody walking away, but it brings home the fact that you've not got free, you've not got free reign to wander around as you please.
Okay.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I pick up kid stuff.
Okay. So, Soshin, without any, since nobody else is taking any direct action, he says, right. So we need to get the boats. We need to get the rowboat, and we need to get the sloop. So we're gonna have to swim.
Wait, shit.
Can I try and run and jump across this crane?
If you want to be seen by everybody.
Why would that be seen by everybody?
Because you're going to be up clearly in view from the guard tower from there, and also that anybody that might be around on the ship. You can try
I
it,
feel the
but it's but yeah, you're going to be, it doesn't guarantee that somebody's going to see you.
Yeah, my stealth shit, so it's not an option.
But you kind of, if you're high up, sort of run along something like that, you're going to stand out more than.
That's only if they're looking though, isn't it? But
it is.
Phil,
What? Yeah.
I forgot there's the green torch.
Oh, the green torch. Go on then. Okay, right. Surprisingly, they haven't taken that. I would have thought they would take that. Give them a high chance of taking that, but they haven't taken it. Okay, let's get rid of all that crap out of the chat log. Right. So.
Would I be able to just clamber up onto the crane to here, where I am now, and just see if there's what guards there are on the ship?
So, well, Socians are like peering over the top of the palisade, keeping an eye on things.
Because I want to make sure that there's no guards looking in our direction.
Climbing onto the top of the crane, you can do it if you want, but you're gonna be stick out like if somebody looks over that way, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
Well, I've got a bit of a plan for that.
Teleport to the boat.
Yeah, I'm going to shadow step from here to here, and then I could shadow step from there onto the pier where the rowboat and sloop are.
Okay.
I was just going to say to Soshin, it might be better if I try and just quickly step into the shadows and appear on the boat, and then go down to the pier, because I should be able to get the rowboat.
Okay, you don't understand at first, but once you explain to him what you can do in a nods assent, and says that sounds like a good idea.
So I'll get as high as I can without being obvious, and just keep an eye on the guards, make sure there's none looking in my direction. And as soon as there's an opportunity, then I'll get on top of the crane, so I've got vantage to see a shadow on the deck of the boat, and then I'll shadow step to the boat itself.
Okay. Right, yeah, he's done this. So there is somebody on watch on the boat, but they're easily avoided, and you quickly step from the boat and then onto the little jetty.
Climb over, Phil.
So you'll need to move me across them, Phil.
Yeah,
I'm going to climb over before he does this.
you're going to climb over the palisade,
Down and drop down.
drop into the water.
You can drop onto the floor, can't you, next to it?
I don't know what you mean.
Exactly 1 foot, 1 square to the west is the landing, isn't it? From where I am now.
1 foot to the west.
It's a cliff. It's a cliff face.
Yeah, that's cliff. It's just that's cliff face. That.
Here.
Yeah. It's the rock face. It's not nothing you can stand on. It's like a vertical rock.
Where did I climb up from then?
Ropes.
From the rope here.
That's why you had the ropes.
So you went across the rope and connected to the palisade and up over the palisade.
Start climbing then.
Where?
Oh,
Up back down.
What, you going back across the rope? Or are you going over the wall? I'm not quite sure what you mean.
He's bringing the boat over to the prison, isn't he?
I imagine that's the plan.
it is.
So that's where I'm going to be then.
So you're going to climb back across to the prison? Yeah, right, okay. I wasn't sure what you meant.
We got Caden for food stuff between us.
Yeah, you can divvy it up. You can carry it between you.
What I'll do, Phil, is I'll get in the boat,
Which one?
the rowboat first of all,
Right, okay.
and obviously unattach it from the jetty.
Uh-huh.
And I want to cast Pass Without Trace on myself,
Right.
because then that should cover the boat.
Uh-huh.
And to begin with, before rowing, I'll just push it from the jetty in the direction towards the front of the ship, the bow of the ship.
Okay. Okay.
Like a cove, we're in a cove, aren't we? So it should be quite still water.
Yeah, so it's not there's some like it's not perfectly calm like, but it's
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
But while it's at night, hopefully this Pass Without Trace should hide me from visible view.
Yeah. Okay, so you untie the rowboat, cast Pass Without Trace, and shove the boat off, and you drift out towards the front, roughly in the direction of the front of the ship.
And from there, I'll keep an eye on where the cave entrance is, and then I'll start rowing softly.
Okay, right. So things seem to be going surprisingly well at the moment.
It's ominous.
And you takes you a few moments, about five minutes or so, to carefully and quietly row the boat to till you're at the foot, till you're just below the prison cell.
I'll let me Pass Without Trace go.
Okay.
In the meantime, could me and Luhai have got across?
You can make your climbing rolls.
There's Eye wearing his gauntlets of strength for this one.
They've gone.
Oh, have they
We're
gone?
being
Sorry.
sarcastic. Sarcastic.
I missed it. I stepped away for a piss.
Oh yeah, no, it's lost them unfortunately.
They've gone.
I mean, they'll be here somewhere, but okay, that's fine. So you get
Still disadvantage.
Yeah, don't forget it's at disadvantage.
Yeah, I've rolled twice, so
Okay,
I
that's
did
fine.
forget.
That's fine. Right, so first one, you don't get anywhere, Lee.
The next write-up needs to be called Tears of a Monk.
Okay, so I get halfway across.
Monkey Rage.
Or just
It's
Tears
two
of
of
a Monk.
two of the items I wanted to keep most have gone.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to scramble all the way across and rejoin everybody, closely followed by Toshin, who
Hand Cade's stuff.
okay.
I nod. I can't say thank you, but I nod.
Is your stuff.
And Soshin immediately begins helping his friends down into the rowboat.
How many people
Can I
can
win?
fit in the rowboat, Phil?
How many people can fit in the rowboat? You could all just about fit in the rowboat.
I'm tiny.
Because what I can do is I can cast pass. I'll explain. I can cover us in darkness again while we go back for the sloop. So on the water, it should.
Fafuk just holds up like one finger and points at Cade's thieves' tools. Like one, he wants one go at Cade.
All right.
That's what I couldn't say. You know.
Disadvantage?
It's disadvantage yet.
No, it's only one less though.
Okay, right.
Is that enough for
It
Cade's?
pops the lock.
So can I remove that thing from my head?
You can.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, I remove that thing
I hand the tools over to Cade and
and I
present.
try to help you. Yeah. Finally. What role do I need to do this for this?
Sleight of
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Once, twice.
Nice.
Okay, right, yep. And there's a click, and Fafuk is free as well.
I high five you back in business. But I'm saying nothing, because we have to keep quiet.
We keep these cages.
No,
I'm totally off ball gags now for life.
no. This is, not.
Not for you guys. I'm just thinking in case we ever need to use them.
Oh, I thought you mean to silence us.
Fafuk answers your question by tossing it into the sea.
Okay.
I would just leave them in the cave.
Right,
Or
so
chuck them in the sea and make a sound.
Yeah. Just keep quiet.
No, the sea's right there. You told us yourself the level of the ocean's like level with us. It's just like a plop. He made more noise farting than anyway.
Let's move on.
So once everybody's aboard the rowboat, as Shoshin says, so we still need to, before we take the sloop, we still need to disable the Dragon Fang.
Okay, so I hand over, we have that magic item, which is anchoring, ships. I explain.
Can you use a floating hand to create?
Can't we use the Greek fire?
No, we need to slip away unnoticed as long as possible. So the fire is opposite of that.
Can you use mage hand to place it?
No, you can't activate a magic item using Mage Hand.
If you give me the token, I can use, because I'll have that shadows on us to cover us and silence us. While everyone else goes to the sloop, I can sneak to the ship, drop in the back, and then put it on the ship itself.
I hand it over. Here you go.
No. You keep your pass without trace. I'll cast another one.
Yeah, I'm going to say I won't need to cast another one because it lasts for an hour. Because once we get back with the rowboat, I can just then nip off down the jetty and then attach it to the ship.
Okay.
So I'll do that, Phil. Once everyone's in the boat, I'll cast Pass Without Trace again.
Okay.
Possible
hell
to
with
launch
that?
it in such a situation that it'd destroy the ship if they tried tearing off, like 0 to 60 on it, to just rip back end off.
And then slowly nip his way back across to the jetty then, Phil.
Just thought on.
Go on.
Got his maps.
Oh yeah, are the maps in there, Phil?
No.
Ugh. I still want to raid that boat and kill everyone on it.
I wanna kill all of them, each and one of them. But we can't. We need to slip away. They are too strong for us. We are not prepped, not ready, not not rested.
We'll do that and Phil. Take us back across the jetty underpass without trace again.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the lookout. So when the lookout's looking the other way, that's when I'll guide us into the jetty.
Okay.
And then once we're on the jetty, while everyone else is getting in the sloop, I'll reattach the rowboat and then I'll go and attach this anchor insignia to the hull of the boat. But
Okay. Give us a stealth roll.
I will try and do this so that I'm attaching it under the waterline as well, though, Phil.
Okay.
What's the sea like around here? Is it calm?
In the cave, it's relatively calm. What's the general weather like? General weather. Oh, it's bloody gone. Why does it keep swapping to
And I'll
temperature?
include everyone.
Okay, so the weather is the sea outside. In fact, is quite calm. So it's a clear sky. So which is a little bit bad because that means there's bright. It's dim light everywhere due to the moonlight from both Saloon and Luna.
21, Phil.
Selene. 21. Okay.
What? Disadvantage. It's crazy.
I've got +10 without pass without trace hunter, so I only actually rolled a 5. There's my disadvantage roll.
Okay. Right. You easily slip across to the boat and reach down and attach.
Ninja, Nick.
What, Lee?
I'm just saying, it's ninja.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I just heard knee.
Yeah, I just heard knee as
Oh.
well. It's cut off, yeah.
It's Knights of Knee.
The
Oh.
monks that say knee.
So you easily slide across, slip across to across the pier, and reach down and attach, reach down into the water with this token, and it just sticks straight to the side of the boat.
Okay. And then I'll make my way back to the sloop
Okay.
and make sure that's the rope's removed, attaching that to the jetty.
Okay. Right. The so Soshan's two friends, with considerable effort, start to get the boat ready to get underway.
Quick question: Are
Yes.
these guys suffering from like level 2 or level 3 exhaustion as opposed to like level 1?
Yeah, about level 2, yeah, at least. But
Oh.
they're kind of direct, they're requiring assistance, so they're directing more than they're doing the physical labour of
fine.
it.
That's
I think
fine.
the one room were badly injured, weren't they?
They're both badly injured. They're both almost lost a lot of the health.
Does the sloop have a sail?
It does, yes.
So it's a single mast, isn't it?
It is a single mast ship.
And does it have oars as well?
It does have oars as well, yes.
Yeah, right.
So
Well,
I'll give you. There's a little. Where is it now?
I'm going to say I'll get on the oars.
Okay,
Because-
if we are,
Yes, a small cutter or sloop, 6 oars, and a single mast.
okay, if we are far enough, I start casting spells. If we are far away from them, so they cannot hurt us.
I wouldn't do that anywhere around here yet, because there's still like the lookouts on there.
Right, as soon as you start to do that, Soshan just shoves you to the deck and clamps his hand over your mouth. What are you doing?
No, not yet. I said when we are far enough and safe to do so, not in the harbor and we are away. That's what I meant.
Okay.
When we are like, I don't know, a mile away, 2 miles, no.
Right. Okay.
So basically, sun carries very well above water.
It does, yes.
So not here when it's safe.
Okay. Right, so...
Could I Could I cast shape water to freeze the ship to the dock?
I suppose you could. Yeah, you could like freeze part of it to water, so it's
Only
joining.
for an hour, but it'd be like 10 foot, a
Yeah.
10-foot cube.
I thought it was 5.
Yeah, but I can do 2.
All right. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. You could do
You'd be
that.
better off. You'd be better off doing that round the rudder.
Yeah, but
Just
you're
jam it up.
casting. No, but then
Yeah.
you're going to be casting.
It's
all of
it's a cantrip.
But
Doesn't
you still
matter.
got to. You're still
Sound.
saying. You got to check
I
it
don't
if
think-
it's a VSM. Is it verbal somatic material?
I don't think it is. I'll double
No.
check.
No, it will have something. You just got to work out which one it is.
S.
'cause like,
It's just S.
Shape
oh, then it's
water.
somatic. Then it's
semantic.
motions only.
Yeah.
Then you
Excellent.
can do it. Yes.
Then it's silent.
You'll not
That's
be able
perfect.
to. You'd not be able to do it on the rudder without being round the back of the ship, though.
30 feet, so I'll just... If I can freeze the ship to the dock, that's fine by me. That's all I was trying to do.
Okay.
Just to, make it a bit harder for an hour.
Okay. Right then. So you're all aboard. You all aboard that. All aboard the sloop, the cutter, and with the dragon fang hopefully disabled, you slowly and cautiously row out of the sea cave. Let's give the lookouts one last check. Ooh, is that stealth? Is that pass without trace still active?
Yeah,
Right.
it's an
okay.
hour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Hour.
now with concentration.
Right. Okay. That's all right then. Okay. Right. So once you're a few hundred yards away from the entrance to the cavern, the sails are raised and they quickly catch the wind, and you slowly begin to pick up speed as the sailors, as best they can, steer the cutter as close to the coastline as they could possibly can, trying to hide in the shadows of the cliffs.
So the pass
just-
without trace.
Mhm.
It's a 10-foot radius. Yeah.
20.
20-foot radius or diameter.
Hang on, let me just bring it up again. Pass without trace. Oh no, it doesn't say. It's just radiates. It says a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. But you choose people within 30 feet of you. That has a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks.
So yeah, so
And
it's,
can't be
it's-
tracked except by magical means.
So yeah, I
Awesome.
think it affects it. It's not like we assume. I think it like affects individual people. So instead of it being like this big lump of shadow, it's the individuals.
Oh shit! Telescope.
Go
That,
on, roll for that then.
Shit! I totally forgot about it.
I think that's going
then.
to have a pretty high percentage chance it's gone.
No, it's there.
Okay, yeah, you've still got it against the odds. Only
I
just.
use it.
Wow.
I use it to scan for the other ship that's guarding the.
Okay, you can make a spot hidden roll, which will be at disadvantage, but it's at advantage with the scope. So it's kind of, I suppose, yeah, kind of a normal spot hidden. Is it
what's
spot hidden?
this?
Perception.
Perception.
Sorry,
That's Cthulhu.
it is. Okay, right. So. No, you can't see anything. It's hard. Visibility is terrible anyway because of the mist from the waterfalls.
Well, it works. This works for us, so it's no problems.
Yeah, it does. Works both ways. Okay. Right. Let me just. Okay, right. They're definitely completely unaware. Okay, right. So you pass an incredibly tense next few hours.
Okay. During this, I'd like to do something. Sorry.
Okay.
I cast water breathing on all of us.
Right.
including the sailors and that guy's socials, whatever his name.
Okay.
That's right. Okay.
Have you got it prepared?
It's a ritual.
Oh, you're doing it as a ritual.
Yep.
Okay.
If we're as soon as it's confident, then I'll immediately launch into a round of cure wounds and other bits and pieces just to help everybody recover.
Okay.
I'm
Right.
fine health-wise. It's just exhaustion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I can't. Weirdly enough, there's nothing spell-wise
No, there isn't.
that does anything for exhaustion. It's one thing that will fucking kill you eventually.
No. I think you're better off doing the healing spells on the two people with Socian
Yeah.
and Socian.
Sailors.
Were you saying something, Lee?
Can some of us do a short rest during this time?
Hmm.
Does it need to be a long rest to get rid of exhaustion?
It needs to be a long rest to get rid of exhaustion. Yeah.
Right.
No. Worse. If it's due to starvation and stuff, then it's long rest
Oh,
and
yeah, and
eating
you've got to eat anyway. Yeah, so you can't recover from exhaustion unless you've got to be able to long rest. You've got to be in a comfortable spot, and you've got to eat and have sufficient food and drink.
Amount of rations anyway. I've not got any.
Well, I've got rations. We've few of us
I've got rations
Yeah,
and good berries, so we're good. We're good for food.
I can cut. So, quick question: do we think that rowing is? I mean, I don't know anything about boats except my character, and my character doesn't know much anyway. But do we feel like we're traveling the right speed, the right direction? We know what we're going. Do we know how long it's going to take for us to get there? That kind of stuff.
Well, we'll rely on Socian for that because he's the more experienced sailor.
Yeah. So Socian says, yeah, they'll traveling as fast as you can should be. He says you could with a good wind, you can rack up enough as much speed as one of the almost as much speed as one of their sailing ships.
Where did you say it come from again?
It's from
Naranzu.
Yeah, from Port Nyanzaru.
So
Where we're trying to
where
get
we
to.
are heading, where we are heading, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Merchant Prince.
He's the son of one of the merchant princes, which he tells you
Mhm.
there's 7 merchant princes in Nyanzaru, and they are like the elite ruling class of the city.
So basically, it's a good friend to have. He is.
Yeah, potentially.
Oh, okay, he cannot die.
Hopefully.
He cannot die.
I gently suggest, if the other ship catches us, we should be able to take care of it without too many difficulties. And I point at the jars of the Greek fire. We can send one of the monks over to that ship and just smash those things into it and then come back.
Listen, I can just fly and dive bomb with that.
Yeah, so I said, the rest quite easily, if they attempt to chase us, we will destroy them. In fact, I'd say we were probably more than capable of destroying their ship in the harbor and whatever else came after us without too much difficulty. But, at this point, what do you say? Prudence is better than. I can't remember the expression. My brain's gone. Anyway, for Fuchs making no sense.
So, sea looks a bit rough, Phil.
Yep. So Socian appreciates your confidence, but he sees no reason to put everyone at undue risk unless absolutely necessary.
Yeah, I think the best we just get
We
away
agree.
and run for our lives, and maybe come back later or deal with them later.
While we're here alone, on this small ship at sea, we're at disadvantage. You don't know what the strengths of the pirates are.
Yeah, no, agreed. I cast a cure on each one of the Choltins just to give them a bit of a boost.
Okay.
See, this
Yes.
makes me seasick. Watching this video. My stomach is like, oh.
Sorry, I can't see anything. Is there some kind of...
Yes, it's awesome. You should
Oh,
watch.
it's just all grey for me. I don't see anything.
Oh, it's like you are on sea.
I'm just
I love it. It's brilliant. Thank you.
just reconnecting.
And it makes me seasick.
Okay, so you like I say, you spend the next tense
Hmm.
few hours between now and sunrise. The little ship, hugging the coastline as best it can.
I ask this guy, this social. Would it not be better if we make a run for it and we, go to the coast, hide the boat, and rest on the shore? Is that not? And why, if they are coming after us, they're gonna search the sea up and down, but they're not gonna search the coast.
So
And
there's
we make,
very
we
few
make
safe places to get ashore for one thing. And making landfall in an area that you don't know can be very dangerous. And also, the boat travels far quicker than we could ever hope to.
Yeah, I know that the boat is faster, but I was just thinking of hiding if they are coming after us and make run,
No, if they
get away.
come after us, then we have no option. We sink them.
Okay, I was
So
just
it's
thinking,
while we've got
because we could rest, I mean, this guys.
he appreciates what you're saying, but if we rest and the catch up with us off go pass where we are, then our escape route's essentially blocked off.
Okay, yeah, you know what you are talking about. I was just thinking as a, guy who knows nothing about sea. Yeah, carry on.
Like I say, a fight. If we have to fight, then we have to fight. But
Okay. I was just thinking your guys would be able to rest better on the shore. That's what I had in mind. All right, no worries. We sail.
yeah, it'll take like 2 days of rest in a proper, and you need proper shelter. Well, you can provide shelter, but it take 2 days
I
of
can
rest.
provide.
By which
Yeah, okay.
time somebody could have caught up because you've only got a day, you've got less than a day's lead on them.
Okay. So
We'll
we sail.
have to take it in turns with like taking short rests. A couple of people keeping an eye out for the ship, using for Fuchs' telescope.
Would we be able to allow one person in turn have a long rest while everyone else had short rests if we did it as
You'll
shifts?
not be able to long rest at sea, not in this little boat. Not get
Okay.
not like sufficiently.
Yeah, no, understood. Okay.
Where am I looking for you?
I will then sort of husband my spell slots carefully then.
Would we be able to take a short rest in the boat, Phil?
You could potentially, yeah, I suppose.
So I'll do that at one point then, because that'll just recharge my chi.
Like sleep and stuff, but it's not going to be comfortable enough to gain the full benefits of a long rest.
Yeah, I'll just do a short rest then.
6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 4,
I use guidance and other cantrips judiciously to try and make ourselves support people.
about 60, about 600 miles.
Thaumaturgy, I think I can create a gust of wind using thaumaturgy. I don't think it'll make a difference to a boat this size though, would it?
No. If there was a lull in the wind, then I suppose it won't be detrimental.
Okay.
Dragonborn, thing from Skyrim. Russ Fodar.
Who's Rodar?
Russ Fodar. Make it your sales going.
Right. So Soshin tells you that the sailors say that if the wind remains favourable, and keep going without stopping, you should be able to reach Port Nyanzaru within 5 to 6 days,
Excellent.
which is like over 600 miles away from your current
Ooh.
position.
Do we have enough food on board?
Well, that's another thing. But
Yeah.
so yeah, not rations, but tackling should be able to provide
Yeah.
stuff.
I can ready a spell. I didn't know that my
How do you ready it though?
druidic focus actually gets rid of any spell components.
Yes,
So all I need is the focus to cast spells.
yeah, so long as it's not got a monetary value.
Yeah, but like good berry, do you have to have the berry? Oh, the berries appear in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you jammy bastard.
No, not Jamie, Berry Bastard.
Berry bastard.
What's
Yeah.
that? You don't want any good berries?
No, I want good berries.
I do.
I'm just annoyed because almost all the cleric spells are, oh, and it uses up the component, which means you've got to get some more somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. No, that's
Okay,
good.
so
That's really good.
so you're able to supplement your diet with berries, courtesy of tackling. The sailors, when they recover a little bit, thanks to Fafook's healing spells, are able to provide fish from fishing.
You
And
get 1 HP from the good berry as well.
Yeah,
Just putting it out there.
all helps.
Nice.
So you don't eat well, but you eat well enough.
I'm just
And-
dying.
And
We
true to the
spot
word,
Sorry, carry on.
true to the word, say 5 days later, you enter. Soshin tells you that the sailors tell you you're entering the Bay of Chult, and just a few hours away from Port Nyanzaru.
So, I mean, while we've been traveling, we haven't had much to do except sort of pump Solchen and the sailors for information.
Yep. So anything you want to, any like questions and things you want to ask or anything like that, you got five days worth of nothing else better to do.
I want to try and find out which merchant prince he's a son of. See if he's related to the one that we were given the name of.
So he is his mother. Let's see, where am I? So his mother is the actual merchant prince. She's called. Let's see if there's a pronunciation. She's called Ekini Afar. Ekini Afar.
She sounds like a lovely lady.
So you learn all this time is quite proud. Obviously, quite proud of his parents, particularly his mother, who, unlike the other merchant princes, who were like sort of born into money. Let me get my thing back here. She started. She worked away. Originally she was she fought in gladiatorial contests in the in Port Nyanzaru's arena.
Wow.
But she made so much money. She was so good and made so much money that she retired and invested money into
Bitcoin.
into trade deals, and eventually and discovered she was even better at that.
So was she a gladiator herself?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Nyanzru has a gladiator arena.
She's
This
a
is-
tough cookie. I asked him about is there any wizardry school or anything where people look for magic.
So it tells you that each of the merchant princes has like what's the word?
Portfolio.
Has like a monopoly on certain areas of of certain markets.
Mm-hmm.
So merchants to sell things that comes under the control of a particular merchant prince, they have to have like a license from that merchant prince to be able to trade in that.
What sort of things does his mother trade in?
So she sells. She deals in weapons, armor, traveling gear, and survival equipment.
So is anyone dealing with magic items or spells or what?
Yes.
So who is that person? What's the name?
So that is Wakanga Otamu.
Can you write it down, please? I won't be able to spell this.
Yeah, I can. Let's see. Where is it?
I mean, so we
Thank you.
try and pub these guys for as much info as possible. So I mean, the list of the princes, portfolios. I suppose we should over time explain to Solshan what our mission is. If he could give us advice on.
What was the name of the merchant prince that bloke told us he had a contact with that we were supposed to meet?
Which
Does anyone remember?
Which bloke?
The one who teleported us here.
Oh, that was a woman.
Oh, the woman, sorry.
Not Sylvester.
I'm trying to find
Syndra Sylvain, was it?
Syndra.
Yeah, Syndra, yeah. I think
No.
so.
I can't remember. Sorry.
There was Syndra and Sylvana also.
Yeah, Syndra Sylvain.
Yeah, that's it. Syndra.
So
Wakanga Atomo.
yeah.
Wakanga Atomo.
It's the very one he just mentioned.
Right, okay.
So yeah, so asking about the merchant princes. So there's, let me get this on the pronunciation thing on a different page. So there is his mother, who is Akina Afar, and she has a monopoly on weapons, shields, canoes, survival equipment, and other travelling gear. There is, oh God, these names. Ifon Talroa, who has a monopoly on the sale of beasts of burden and other beasts.
Ethan, we'll call him.
What was that name again, Phil?
Ifon
Oh, no.
Ifon Talroa.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you?
Ifon Talroa. I'm going to put it into chat now.
I'm joking.
There you go.
I'm just pulling your right.
There'll be a test later.
You know, these are
Anchorage,
fine. These names are interesting because
What?
I'd say they're almost like half Hawaiian, actually. Just the use of consonants and the.
Yeah, so Chul's
mean-
like a mishmash of all sorts of things. It's like
Yeah.
African and Mayan and
Like proper cultural appropriation from all sectors.
um,
That?
Jessamine. She is the merchant prince that deals in exotic plants, poisons, and sanctioned assassination.
Whoa.
Oh, how much
Yeah.
is a pirate captain going for?
Jobal.
Oh, sorry.
Jobal deals in guides and sellswords. And then there is, oh God, Quaothe. Quaothe. She's the merchant prince who responsible for the sale of fruit, wine, oil, perfumes, tage, and insect repellents.
Whoa, must be friends.
Who's
with
gonna be?
Mark.
We need
Lions.
Kossuth.
So sorry, just to clarify, Wakanga is this guy's mum, and she's weapons and
No,
trade
Wakang.
goods.
No. This guy's mum is
Kenny Alpha.
Ekene Afar.
The gladiator one.
Yeah.
Ex-gladiator.
Weapons.
And what was the name of that one that does guides and sell swords, Phil?
The mercenary guy
Whoa, fair.
is
Oh,
Jobal. Jabal.
Wakanga Otamu, sorry, who's that guy?
Watanga Otamu. Is that how you spell it?
that was sold as
Wakanga Otamu. He is deals in magic and law. Deals in knowledge, information, lost law, potions and scrolls.
Indra Sylvain is who we got to bring us here, but what does she deal in?
She's not a merchant prince.
She's not.
No,
She was
No,
always-
she was just a wizard that were working for the.
she was just an ex-adventurer.
Yeah,
They were working with the Harpers. Not the
That's it.
Harpers, the
Harpers, yeah.
Lord's Watch.
Lord's Watch.
How many princes were there? 7.
They've said several,
Several.
but we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7.
6 named.
7.
Oh, so there's one that's not been named yet.
Please let it be them.
And the last of the 7 is God, I pronounce this one. You'll like this one because it's spelled completely different to what it looks. The last one is called John Thee. John Thee. And this is how it's spelled. That's John Thee, not Xanthi. John Thee.
Are they just making this shit up to be awkward?
And she deals in gems, jewellery, cloth, and armour. All the merchant princes are native Chultans.
You put the names of them other 3 in as well for the spellings, like Jessamine, Jobal, and Orphe.
Which ones haven't I put in?
Jessamine.
Jessamine. Let's see, where are we? There we go. I'll put her name in and the pronunciation. Well, in fact, I'll put her what she deals in as well. We got Jessamine. Kana after
I've got a K and a half A.
No more, I'll just delete what I've got. Control Z.
Akini, half A. Akini, half A. E4 and tell the roll.
Did folk roll for his horny rabbit?
Oh, totally forgot about the bunny.
Oh, the rabbit hammer. Yeah, the rabbits. No, that's.
I suspect
That's
that's
in
a funny-
Knuckles' stomach.
It's not. It certainly weren't in the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, I'd say probably get eaten.
Okay.
No, not the heckin' bunny.
And then that's Johnson's the last one. That's all 7, I think. Then. Is that right? That all 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's all 7 merchant princes.
What is Tej?
Mm.
Coyote
What is
sells perfume Tej,
Tej?
an insect repellent.
Yes. What is Tej?
So
I mean, I call my younger brother a Tej when I'm trying to call him a tail. So
Might be some sort of like jade or something like that. Or amber, should I say.
or sex toy.
3, 4. So which one of them is the one dealing with magic stuff? Can't see that.
One dealing with magic stuff is that Wakanga or Tumu.
But he's not on the list.
Yeah, I can't see that on the list.
No, he's further up 10 minutes ago.
Oh,
Have I not
okay,
put him
so
on there? Is there any?
there were 7
No,
guys.
no.
Oh,
You
You
sorry.
put Jessamine in twice.
All right. Sorry. Wakanga. Where are you? There he is. Copy. Paste. There we go.
Oh, okay, that's why. Okay.
So Tej is a alcoholic beverage that's it's like the local drink.
Cool.
How strong are we talking? Like buck fast strong? Or...
So Tej is an alcoholic beverage drunk in chilled, where it is more common. It's more common than and popular than beer or ale. It's made from honey and fermented. It's fermented honey, so it's a bit like
Mead.
Is there anything else you want to? Like I say, that wouldn't have taken hardly any time to find that out. So take advantage of the fact that you've got quite a knowledgeable person with nothing else better to do.
What about the relationships between all these people?
So it tells you there's the rule. They're like they're the rulers of the city, and they're like sit on a council. They don't all necessarily all see eye to eye and have the same opinions, but they they rule the city together.
Okay.
Equally.
So this pirate lot that we just encountered, is that they fall under some kind of like, are they like official, or are these just like pirates, and have these pirates just operate as no one's sort of in charge of policing this part of the coastline?
So no, they're not officially sanctioned. They're pirates. They're probably the most infamous pirates of many pirates that plague the coast of Chult.
So there'd be a reward if we went in there and killed all the fuckers.
You'd have to speak to the harbour master in Yanzaru.
I'm wondering now, we got away, who is paying the price for this from the pirate?
I don't think we really care at this point.
No, but they go that captain, he won't take this lightly, so he gonna execute a couple of the guards or something, I guess.
Good.
Are there any local laws regarding magic using and stuff?
Let me have a look.
Probably the same all over the continent. Don't do it. Not in public.
Dare to pirate.
Well, it's the first time we're in Chult. Maybe they're more.
So there's no specific rules outlawing magic. It's if magic's employed in a way to break the law, then that's obviously not it's obviously frowned upon. But that's because you're breaking the law, not because you're using magic.
Yeah.
There are sort of issues of politeness and conduct.
Has he heard of the temple of? What's the temple we're looking for again? Temple of.
You don't know what you're looking for.
Temple of Mashalk.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the that was the Temple of Mashalk.
What was?
The one on
The snout of Ongar.
Yeah.
Or Hoi Hoi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we need to find others.
The other one, because we need to get back there, because we've made a deal with some talking snakes.
So yeah. It's not a temple
Sounds a bit
you're
crazy.
looking for.
Yeah.
You're looking for the turtle, aren't you?
Yeah, but we also need a temple to travel back.
Yeah. So we need both things. We need A, to find the turtle, and B, to find a temple, because we have instructions on how we can teleport back.
Can get back, but we still need.
It tells you that Chult, the jungles of Chult, are full of abandoned temples and all lost cities.
I don't suppose they know where an abandoned temple to Mashalk is. Mashalk, sorry.
He doesn't know. He's not even familiar with that name. He says other people might be able to help you.
Okay, I ask him one more question. Is there anything unusual, strange for foreigners, in this city, what we should be aware of, which is normal for you, but we might not even heard of it, and it's local custom, rule, or anything which can catch us off guard?
Such as what? Be a bit more specific. I'm not quite sure what you.
I don't know. You can't be on the street after.
All right. So any
midnight,
unusual laws?
Any strange things that we are not
Right.
aware of?
Any sort of traditions and taboos and.
Yes. Anything which is for you is common and normal, but for us, what?
Well, that's a bit hard to say because I don't know what's common and normal for you. That might be unusual and to me.
Oh, but you have traveled, haven't you?
Have what? Sorry.
You have traveled.
Yeah.
Or no? So
well,
you might be aware of the world, other parts of the world.
No, it says he hasn't travelled beyond Chult. No.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, fine. Fair enough.
It tells you. It can reel you off like a list of crimes and punishments that he knows of.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's actually quite useful.
How do they look at people who are not humans, like dwarves?
It says Yanzaru is a melting pot of cultures from all over the world.
So it's not a problem. Okay, all right. Sounds good.
What does he think is the most dangerous things we may encounter in the jungle if we go exploring looking for our Temple of Mir Shulk and this missing turtle?
Says the jungle is full of great lizards called we call dinosaurs. But probably of greater threat is large tracts of the jungle are infested with undead.
Hmm.
Undead? Where the fuck they come from? Why so many?
They don't know. They don't know what the source of it is.
Also, what's the deal with the undead if there's soulmongers killing everybody's souls? How can they be undead if the soulmongers eating everybody's souls?
I think the undead were prior to it.
They existed before this happened.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, I mean, has he heard of anything, or who would he advise we speak to other than the magic prince dude Wakanga Atomo about something called the Soulmonger, which is our true primary mission?
He's not sure. Maybe Wakanga is the as you say, is the best person to the first person to maybe speak to, or perhaps someone at one of the temples.
Ooh, so what religions are there sort of commonly practiced here in Chult? You know, is Ildamara sort of venerated as widely and greatly as he rightly should be?
He says he's never heard of that god.
What?
It used to the people of Chult used to venerate the god Ubu. Oh God, I keep forgetting what's Abtuo, but Abtuo hasn't been deserted our people centuries ago and hasn't been heard from since. So many peoples out from outside of Chult brought their own gods here, and a lot of Chultans have taken up worship of these foreigners' gods. It tells you in Port Nanzaru there are five main temples. There's one to Istus, one to Bralm, one to Maris, one to Mukol, and one to Rud.
What the fuck is all this?
Istus.
I've never heard of this lot.
So you can make
Everyone's favourite god Istus.
You did a campaign with Istus.
Why?
It's a Istus campaign.
Yeah, they're like they were GS'd. They were cursed into a she forced into a like go on this quest for her.
Let's see if I recognise any of them.
Okay, yeah, so you can make religion check rolls to see if you can recognise the names.
That was my 8.
Right, let me see.
How is a cleric only got +1 to religion?
It's an intelligence check.
Yes, that's crazy. It's like you are
Irreverent cleric.
you are a druid and you have +1 on nature checks only because it's intelligence.
Okay,
It's
so you can make a right. So we've got Obol 17. So I need a 15. So
What's for that religion check?
So you can check. I'll let you do a check for each one rather than each one. So Istus. So Obald has heard of Istus. So let me tell you about Istus.
That should be,
Sorry?
should be 16 for me.
Oh, okay.
Should be 16.
Right, that's a success then. So Istus, otherwise known as Lady of Our Fate, the Colourless and All-Coloured, is a goddess, is the greater goddess of fate, destiny, divination, future and honesty. She's originally a Baklunish god.
She also makes assassins forget their skill.
Yeah. Yeah, so Clerics of Istus, I've seen the extremes of fate, from innocents dying horrible deaths and sadists controlling kingdoms, to children recovering from mortal illness and despots felled by simple accidents. Because of this, most of her clerics are cynical or stoic, but some kinder individuals serve her because they feel they were rewarded by fate. They are called upon to make predictions and divinations for important personages all over the world. Domains of chaos, knowledge, law, and luck. So we can check for the next one, see if somebody gets successful for that.
I think she was neutral as far as I can remember, wasn't she?
She was... I've just lost it now. So yes, yeah, neutral. It's a neutral goddess. Pure neutral. Okay, that's one check, so I don't need to. That's successful. So I'll need to do one. So the next one was Brahm.
I'm gonna change the C background.
Oh.
I'm starting to get really not good.
Okay. Just a moment.
If we're not using it, it's fine. I just keep switching between new tab and no tab.
I can get rid of it.
It's good. It's lovely, but you know,
let's
I
see.
think I might be sick.
What's this one? Oh no, that's probably as bad. That's another C one.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll leave it as blank. I'll leave it on Google homepage. It's fine.
Oh yeah, so there we go. Put it on that. We'll put it on that jungle one. There we go. Nice jungle, relaxing jungle. Right, so Brahm. Brahm is also known as the Flying Queen, the Hive Goddess, the Toiling Lady. She's neutral and also lawful neutral, lesser goddess of insects and industriousness. Often depicted as a middle-aged woman with dark blonde hair, sometimes with insect wings. She's from the Sul, of Sul descent. And her domains are animals, law, and strength. Brahm's clerics act as overseers for complex tasks involving large numbers of people, military captains, farm overseers, mine controllers, slave drivers, and so on. They intercede to prevent destruction of crops by insects and are not above getting their hands dirty to get something done. They enjoy leading groups for the sake of imposing order on a group of independent-minded people. Their prayer times are twilight and dawn. Okay, so next one is Miris. Wow, so all balls again. Okay, Miris.
Is it carnal knowledge of this one?
Well, that's quite ironic you should say that. Because Miris, the thrice kissed, maid of light and dark, neutral god, lesser goddess of love, romance, and beauty. Miris is of Flan descent. As a woman and depicted as a woman just reaching adulthood, a garland of flowers in her hair, or else as a fair-skinned, dark-haired, provocative beauty, or some blonde-tanned woman of approaching prettiness. Her dark-haired form is associated with the whip. Her other aspects favour the short bow. She is friendly and affectionate to all benign gods, but avoids all who are hideous, crude, or hateful. Clerics of Miris are starry-eyed and always looking for signs of love and beauty in the people and places around them. They bless young lovers, perform marriage ceremonies, create works of art, and travel to see beautiful people and fantastic sights. A few take roles as diplomats as their looks and charisma make even the most hostile folks stop to listen to them. Some are crusaders against hate and ugliness, seeking out to those who destroy love or vanquishing those of repulsive presence. Don't like ugly people. She holds over the domain of good, healing, and protection. Next is Mukol. Somebody want to see if anybody gets a successful check?
I did 21. Would that be enough?
Yeah,
Oops.
Mukol, the merchant, the neutral lesser good of trade, negotiation, ventures, appraisal, and reciprocity. I can't pronounce that. So the Batlon is a Batlonish god, like Istus. He was neutral. Right, in Great Wars, blah blah. Clerics of Mokol are common among the Batlonish as well as among the Jan and Merfolk of the Dramij Ocean. Clerics use their powers to deter theft, fraud, and magical deception. They work as appraisers of common goods, with certain members specialising in more exotic items. Most travel at least part of their career, particularly as part of a merchant caravans. Ritual prayers are said each morning prior to the opening for business or beginning a day's travel. And finally, if you all want to see if somebody come up with a positive check, that'll do. Wasting all these rolls. Rud is the charm, the duelist, a chaotic neutral and sometimes chaotic good, demigoddess of chance, good luck and skill. Rud is a woman who ascended to godhood with Olidamada's help.
Right.
She appears to be a trim, athletic Iridian woman wearing form-fitting clothing and long blue cloak.
He appears to be a woman.
What?
Did
No,
you say?
she is the woman.
I thought you said he appears to be a woman.
No, she's a woman. She appears to be a trim, athletic Iridian woman. Rud's clerics
Oh.
practice at games that
No, you
rely.
said it again. You said it again, Phil. It's like he appears to be a woman.
She.
She.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't.
Like
I didn't
he.
mishear it twice.
It's like,
So
wow,
yeah, she
that'd be a
ascended
good
to
trick.
godhood with Olidamara's help. Rud's clerics practice at games that rely heavily on chance and physical prowess, less often mental ability, hone their fighting skills and perform other tasks that improve with repetition. They work in gambling establishments and schools of fencing and archery, counsel a novice to continue training, and caution the perpetually unlucky to find other interests. They adventure for the thrill of experience, to prove their ability to beat the odds, and just for the sake of exploring. They hold sway over the domains of chaos, good, and luck. And those are the gods of the 5 temples in Yanzaru.
Cool.
Any more questions that he might be able to help you with?
I mean, I don't even know what to ask at this point.
We've got no money whatsoever. We need money.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Even the money missing from the pouch.
You
So-
kept that, didn't
we
you?
got the money in the pouch. It's
No, the
just
money in
the
the
rest
pouch
of us
is-
lost everything.
so
Yeah,
didn't-
I had a couple of hundred, GP there.
Now we've got like 1,000, 2,000 GP moonstone. or
So
whatever.
socials tells you there's plenty of job opportunities in Yanzaru for those who are willing to take on a task.
Would we? I mean, considering the big temples, would we be able to get them to sponsor our expedition or assist us trying to find the Soulmonger device?
Yeah, we are trying to save the world. We need some kind of support.
It doesn't know. Maybe you may be, but it doesn't know what this Soulmonger device is that you're speaking about.
We explain him. We have 5 days.
Okay, right. By which time, after you've explained, he seems quite concerned, and he says he'll speak to his mother about it, but he's not heard anything about this at all. This Soulmonger or this death curse you're talking about.
If you don't know nothing about anything, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Right,
Depends how long he's been away,
he,
how long he's been imprisoned.
he nods and says that's a very true. You're
You're trying
wise
to
for
save.
such a small man.
Yes, I am. We are trying to save the world. Do you understand this? We are the good guys.
Yeah.
We need.
Meh.
We need. We need. We need.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah. Okay, some of us. Some of us. All right.
he apologised,
So-
but
so-
he's sorry. It didn't mean to offend. He just doesn't. He's never heard of what you speak about.
That's okay, but you will learn it, but it might be too late by that time. You know.
Why are you getting bullshit in front of a bunch of sailors? I don't
Just
understand.
describe Dyson and see if he recognises his description.
That's good call. Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, right. I say, well, now you've got a description. Obviously, when you speak to you, well, you can try and make her aware that there's someone you need to be on the lookout for. Because all he's there to do is cause death and despair.
Okay.
Sure, I can use shape water to not only give a description, but like an actual representation thereof.
Or we can do minor illusion if you want.
Well, same thing. We can
Yeah.
portray portray this image of whoever we're looking for between
Okay.
ourselves.
Right, he's impressed by your magical displays, and again he says that he will speak to his mother about it, and if he should get word that this person has been seen, he shall pass it on to you.
I hand over the ice statue and tell him not to put his tongue on it.
Right, he's a little bit intrigued. He's not seen ice before.
Put your tongue on it. It's very cold.
It's like water, but you can hold it.
And actually, you can chuck it into your white wine, and it will taste better. And I'm
No,
being-
no. Only Philistines put ice into wine.
It's into
That is a
wine.
crime. That is a crime against wine.
Never
Food
heard
gets
of that.
very agitated about this.
Kid is laughing and running around. I mean, as
I'll
much as
toss
I
you
can.
overboard, you little monster.
I can breathe underwater. Doesn't matter anymore.
It'll make me feel better.
You still got to come up.
I can fly.
Oh, guys, I think I'm afraid I'm going to have to head to bed. The wife's coming down with chills and things. Looks
Yeah.
like the vaccine's
Oh dear,
kicking
kicking
her
in.
ass. Yeah.
Sure.
Well-
We call it.
I'm afraid I'm a night shift next week, so I'm not off until next Monday.
Righto.
So,
No Sunday.
No.
No.
Sorry. And are we aiming for that Wednesday on the following week? Is that any option to everyone?
I'll have to double check. I don't have anything scheduled yet for it.
Would be okay for me.
Okay.
Yeah, which would be the
So
the-
possibly
the-
a
the
week on Wednesday then.
5th of May.
Possibly a week on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah, I'm game. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you,
Okay.
Phil.
Thanks, chaps. Good session.
See you later.
Catch you
Bye.
later.
See you later.
See you later.
Okay, bye bye.